So, first of all, we have to understand what is karma bandhana, bondage. So, when do we say a person is bound? First, let us try to understand what is physical bondage. When do I say I am bound? Suppose somebody ties me with a rope onto a pole. So I say I am bound by the rope, isn't it? So what is the definition of bondage? Absence of freedom is bondage. A state of helplessness is bondage. Can we define bondage like this? Bondage equal to absence of freedom. Bondage equal to a state of helplessness. Physical bondage we understand, yes. Now, here when we are talking of karma bandhana, we are not talking of physical bondage, we are talking of psychological bondage. A bondage at the mind level. So now, before trying to understand this bondage, first we have to ask this question: what is the inspiration for us to perform action? What is the inspiration? Why do we perform action in this world? So we find in life, I work hard, I get my desires fulfilled, and then I am happy. Yes or no? Yes. Throughout my life, this is what I see. When my desires are fulfilled, I become happy. As a child, infant, I was hungry, I cried, mother came, fed. Once my desires are fulfilled, I am happy. I became filthy, mother came, cleaned up, I am happy. So even from birth itself, I am seeing this. Whenever my desires are fulfilled, I am happy. In my student days, I studied hard, got good marks, I am happy. Got good rank, I got happy. I became happy. College, got good college, I became happy. Got a good job, became happy. So I work hard, fulfill desire, and then I am happy. I entered into a business, worked hard, business flourished, I am happy. Therefore, what is my equation of happiness? Work hard, fulfill the desires, and be happy. Now, Bhagavan says, this equation will lead to bandhana, bondage. This equation appeared to be such an innocent equation, harmless equation. Work hard, fulfill your desire, be happy. There doesn't appear to be any sin in it. It appears to be a defect-free equation. Now we have to understand how this equation will lead to bondage. If you see, majority of the people are living this way only. Work hard, fulfill the desire. See, I am not troubling anybody. I have some desire, I am fulfilling it without troubling others. What problem there should be? Now, let us analyze this one by one. Only when we understand this, only then the importance of karma yoga will be clear. First, we have to understand the limitations of mere karma. Then we understand the importance of karma yoga. Number one, yes, it is true, work hard, fulfill your desire, be happy. Now the question is, how much happiness will you get from your action? So we find action is limited, therefore the results are also going to be limited, therefore the happiness is also going to be limited. Action is limited by time, by place, duration, ability of the doer, instruments. There are so many limitations in action, therefore the results are limited. Therefore the joy, assuming that you get your desired result, this joy also will be limited. Are you happy with limited joy? No. The joy also will come to an end. Are you happy with that? No. So therefore, what is the next thing which you will do? Again perform the same action. Little joy. Joy is over. Again perform the same action. So what is happening? Karma, karma phala, sukha, again karma, karma phala, sukha, karma. It's a vicious cycle. Yes or no? You see the bondage there. I am stuck with that action. Yes or no? Yes. Number one. That is not a big problem. Second one is a really big problem. What is the second one? In this world, there is no guarantee that I will get what I want. What is the defect of this equation? Work hard, fulfill your desire, be happy. There is no guarantee that you will be able to fulfill your desire by working hard. Because everything in this world is uncertain. This is the second defect. You may work hard, but what is the guarantee that you will get what you want? So then what happens? There is tension, there is stress, there is worry, there is anxiety. Yes or no? Tension is directly proportional to your insistence upon result. I badly want it. That badly you will be tensed. Now tension, what is it? That is nothing but karma bandhana. I don't want to be miserable, but I am helplessly miserable. I don't want to be miserable, but I have no freedom. I want peace, but unfortunately I cannot be at peace. Are you able to see that bondage here? You are bound to misery. You see? I want something, but I don't have the freedom to get that thing. I want peace, but I don't have the freedom. I am helplessly miserable. Distress, tension, worries, all this. This is called as psychological bondage. There is a helplessness there. Second one. Third one. You see, karma phala, sukha dukkha. Are you able to understand these terms? You perform action for a result. Now that result has given you joy. What is the next step? You get attached to that thing. Anything, now this is a psychology. Anything, being or situation which gives you joy, you will get attached to it. Anything, being or situation which gives you pain, you start hating it, disliking it. Do you agree? Raga dvesha we say. Anything, being or situation which gives us joy, we get attached to it, we start liking it. Anything, being, situation which gives us pain, we start disliking it. So now, how is the cycle now? Karma phala, sukha dukkha. Next one, raga dvesha, likes, dislikes. After raga dvesha what? Again karma. Raga dvesha prerita karma. Meaning, based on my likes and dislikes, I again perform action. Whatever is giving joy to me, I want more and more of it. Whatever is giving pain to me, I want to get rid of it. Karma phala, sukha dukkha, raga dvesha, again karma phala. What is in this process? What is happening to raga dvesha? It becomes stronger and stronger. A simple example we give is this tea and coffee thing. Regularly start taking tea, you get addicted to tea or coffee. In fact, with people also, people who are giving us joy, a time comes when I say, oh, without this person I can't even live. Yes or no? Raga Dvesha can be with things, beings or situations. In one word, in Sanskrit we use the term Vishaya. Vishaya can be a thing, being or situation. That sense object, Vishaya means. We get addicted to things, beings or situations. So now, are you becoming a master or are you becoming a slave when likes and dislikes are gaining grip on you? Are you becoming a master or slave? Slave. Any addiction is slavery. Any helplessness is slavery. Lack of freedom is slavery. Without this object, I can't even think of living. Without this person, my life is incomplete. They're all nothing but slavery. How did this slavery begin? It all started with karma. You see? All the negativities of the mind, it is all coming from our unintelligent performance of action. This is called as karma bandhana. Bound I am. The equation appears simple. Work hard, get your desires, fulfill your desires, be happy. It is not a very dangerous equation it is. Every time you are fulfilling your desire, you are becoming a slave. You are getting bound. Now, again, a little more long-term consequence. I am working hard to fulfill the desire. Suppose at the time of death, there is a desire which I could not fulfill. Then what will happen? Come back again. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Come back again to fulfill that particular desire. You see? So then, not only that there is a bondage at the mind level, at the body level also there is a bondage, because again I am coming back to this world. That is called as bondage with respect to birth-death cycle. I am bound to the birth-death cycle. You see? In fact, I am investing for future birth. Investment. Bhagavan, ensure that I come back again. Don't forget. You see? Whenever I am performing action, desire-based action, I am investing for future birth. This is called as karma bandhana. Bandhana due to karma is called karma bandhana. Bondage due to action. Now the thing is, what is the mistake that we have done? Because this equation appears to be very harmless. Work hard, fulfill your desire and be happy. What is wrong? Samji, as long as I am not harming anyone, hurting anyone, what is wrong? Why should I suffer? Correct? These questions will come. Work hard. In fact, even when I am working hard, I am only serving others. Like for example, a businessman working hard. What is business? Actually, serving others is only business. Without serving others, you can't have any business. So in the process, others are benefited. What is wrong with this situation? Work hard, fulfill desire, be happy. What is wrong? The greatest sin is the one who has enabled you to work, you have forgotten him. That is a mistake. Got the mistake? The one who has given you the body, the one who has enlivened you, the one who has given you the talents and abilities, the one who has given you the environment for working, such a Bhagavan you have forgotten and you want to be happy forgetting him? Impossible. This is the whole point. So now, from here, the journey of spirituality begins. So from where should we start? Start analyzing life. Start from the scratch. How many factors are necessary to be alive on this planet? How many factors? Outside factors, how many? Water, air, food, shelter, gravity, all kinds of gases in the atmosphere. How many factors? Infinite number of factors. Right kind of rotation of sun, moon, etc. Right distance between sun, earth. Infinite number of factors have to come together because of which we are alive. Again, inside the body, how many factors? Infinite. Kidney, liver, heart, blood vessels, brain, so many things have to function. So inside infinite factors, outside infinite factors, and how many factors are in our control? How many? Not even one. Correct? So therefore, we have to say, life is not mine, life is a gift given by God. We have to bring God in picture because infinite factors cannot be controlled by some finite entity. There has to be an omniscient principle, omnipotent principle, omnipresent principle who is guiding all these factors. That factor we call God. So then we have to say, life is not mine, life is a gift given to me by God. Again, abilities and talents are not mine. How am I seeing? I don't know. I am able to see, but how? I don't know. I am able to hear, but how am I hearing? I don't know. How am I thinking? I don't know. How am I speaking? I don't know. In fact, what do I know? I don't know anything. This is wisdom. How am I moving my hand? Just answer this question. I am able to move, but how is it moving? I don't know. I am walking. How? I don't know. Somewhere, the mistake is, I have taken it for granted that these are all my abilities. Who told that these are your abilities? So therefore, when these abilities go away in old age, I feel very sad. In the first place, it was never yours. You are imagining that it is yours. And they say, it is mine. And therefore, when it is lost, I become miserable. You see? Sense of possession. Because we never think about all this. We are never taught to think. So the first thing in life always to remember is, oh Lord, I am nothing, I know nothing, I have nothing, and I can do nothing. Start from here. This is the starting point. I am nothing, I have nothing, I know nothing, I can do nothing. This is a fact of life. Never forget this. Again and again repeat this. And thus surrender unto God. The moment intellect says, no, who said I am nothing? I am something. I have attained so many things. I am awarded, rewarded, recognized. Every time come back and puncture that ego by proving oneself that no, I am a nobody. By coming to the fundamentals of life. Just you do this, you will have infinite peace. To become peaceful is very easy. Just drop this ego. And to drop the ego is also very easy. Yes or no? To drop the ego is very easy. What stops you? Try to prove it to me that your ego exists. God has so compassionately created the world that He has given no opportunity to pamper our ego. At least for an open-minded person. But somewhere we ignore this fact, the fundamentals of life. That is why this ego grows. When you don't pay attention to the fundamentals, then the ego grows. Exactly like when you don't pay attention to the weeds grow along with the plant. Pay attention and always remember this truth. That everything that is happening in me, my existence, my ability, nothing belongs to me. Nothing is in my control. So this is the first step. So these 4 statements I call Mahavakyas of life. The great statements. I am nothing, I have nothing, I know nothing, I can do nothing. You will find that just meditating on this gives peace. You know why it gives peace? Because all peacelessness comes from the ego. And you just keep that ego away. All our miseries from our ego only. To the extent I think I am an important person. To that extent, all the vices. Ego is an open door for all the vices to enter. Okay, so this is the first step. What is the second step? The second step is that Lord who has created me, who has given life to me, who has empowered with me so many abilities, what does He expect from me? So our statement must be, Bhagavan, I am nothing, but by your grace, I am something in the society. Bhagavan, I know nothing, but by your grace, I know something in this world. It is all by your grace. Now, with this, corrected vision, what should be the purpose of my life? There is only one purpose in life, to please that Lord who has created me. Yes or no? Just like a small child, what is the purpose of the child? Please the mother, that's it. Whatever mother says, do it. That's all the responsibility of a small child is. Ensure that mother is around. Because I don't know anything. As long as I am with mother, I am safe. In the same way, what is the purpose of our life? There is only one purpose. Ensure that the Lord who created you is happy with you, pleased with you. This lifestyle, where you are constantly trying to please the Lord, this lifestyle is called lifestyle of Karma Yoga. You see? Now this lifestyle is called Yajna here. Yajna means what? Sacrifice. It is a lifestyle of sacrifice. What are you sacrificing? Your likes and dislikes. I am sacrificing everything for the sake of that Lord. To please that Lord, I am living my life. So, now in Karma Yoga, we have 4 important principles. What are the 4 important principles? Number 1, Kartavya Nirvahanam, performance of duties. Number 2, Samyak Acharanam, doing it as best as you can. Number 3, Ishvara Prasada Buddhi. Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, performance of action as a worship of God. And number 4, Ishvara Prasada Buddhi, receiving the results as prasad from God. So these are the 4 important principles. So what is the first one? What is the first one? Performance of your duties. Second one, doing it as best as you can. Third one, doing it as a worship of God, offering to God. And fourth one, receiving the results as prasad. These are the 4 things. Now the third one, doing your duties, do it as best as you can. Now here is in Karma Yoga, you are not competing with anyone. You are doing as best as you can. In the society, there may be so many people who are doing better than you. Doesn't matter. Some ability has been given to you. Just do it according to your ability. Now that's a great relief. You don't have to compare with others. One of the causes of misery is comparison. In comparison, what happens? Somebody is performing better than you. Somebody will be performing better than you in every field. Then there is jealousy, there is bitterness, competition, tension. Here, you don't have to compete with anyone. Such a great relief. And the next one, do it as a worship of God. Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. Now here, this is something which needs great attention. There is something which I love doing it, but it is wrong. Should I do it or not? What is that which will please my Creator? Doing it or not doing it? Something I love doing it, but I know it is wrong. The voice of conscience says, don't do it. The voice of God. Yes or no? Yes. Suppose I do it because I love doing it. What will happen? There is a conscience prick, or what is called as guilt. The guilt. I told you don't do it, you still did it. There is a voice. So, in the path of Karma Yoga, you listen to that voice. You love doing it, but that voice says don't do it, you don't do it. Now this becomes yajna. Yajna means what? Sacrifice. Something which I loved, I gave up. Is that a sacrifice or not? Yes. For the sake of my beloved, I did not do what I loved to do. This is yajna. In the same way, the other one, I don't like doing it, but that is a right thing to do. What should I do? Do it. So this again becomes yajna, sacrifice. Bhagavan wanted me to do it. I did not like, but Bhagavan said, no, that is the right thing, you must do it. Therefore I did. That is yajna. Pampering the ego. I love it or I don't love it? We love it. Yes or no? When ego is boosted, I find joy. There is something called egoistic joy. When I win, when I succeed, I compare and I find that, oh, I am far better than others. I am going ahead of others. There is a joy. What does that voice say? Stop it. Don't pamper your ego. That is the voice say. But I love doing it because it will give me joy. Egoistic joys are sweet poison. It's very tasty, but it is poison. That voice says, don't do it. Many times when I am happy, I am not even able to listen to that voice. Egoistic joys are such that it makes you ignore the inner voice. But as a karma yogi, what should I do? No, Bhagavan doesn't like it. Therefore, I am not going to do it. You see, this is called a life of sacrifice. All the time I am asking, if I do this, will my God be pleased? If He is not pleased, I am not going to do it, though I love it. If He is pleased, I will do anything, even though I may not like it. So this is actually the sacrifice of likes and dislikes. This is life of a karma yogi. So literally he is living for whom? He is not living for himself, he is living for God. The more and more you live for God, your relationship with God becomes intense. The more and more you ignore God, your relationship with God becomes weak. It starts breaking apart. This is all. You see? That's why many times people say, Swamiji, I am chanting Bhagavan's name, but it's very dry, Swamiji. Very boring. Mere chanting will not do. You have to live a life in tune with God. If He says, give it up, you have to give up. You can't be a disobedient child and still expect intense love and affection from your parents. Not possible. That is always the case. Parents, obedient child, they have an extra love and affection. Yes or no? Disobedient child, yes, general love is there. It is my child, what to do? But the fellow is disobedient. So this is the whole thing in Karma Yoga also. Yajnarthat Karma Guru. Perform action for yajna, for sacrifice. The Lord who has given me life, that Lord who has given me everything, existence, the Lord who is supporting me with so many ways, physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual, by all means He is the one who is supporting me. I must live a life to make Him happy. Suppose there is a situation in decision making. There is something which will help me, but not the totality. And there is something else which will help the totality and not me. Which should I take? Which decision should I make? Second one. What is good for the totality, I must do. You see, again that voice will tell you. Sacrifice the individual for the welfare of the total. So, spirituality is all about such small decisions that we make. It may be a small decision, but it leads to huge spiritual evolution. This is called as Karma Yoga. So this is with respect to Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. Every decision must be taken in such a way that God in me is pleased. And remember, there is a struggle. It is not going to be smooth. There is going to be struggle. Why there is a struggle? Because I am going against my likes and dislikes. Any going against my likes and dislikes is going to be difficult. Doing things according to my likes and dislikes, it is very easy. Flowing with the flow. Going against, it's going to be difficult. And in this struggle, the spiritual muscles are built. Remember, for building any muscle, there is a struggle involved, isn't it? Even the physical muscles also you develop only when you exert, struggle. To develop the physical muscle, you are struggling against gravity, which is constantly pulling us down. In spiritual muscle build-up, you are struggling against the gravity of your likes and dislikes. Functioning against likes and dislikes. Fighting against likes and dislikes. Towards right and wrong. In this struggle, mind becomes purified. And as the mind becomes purified, what happens to the mind? That pure mind becomes more and more disciplined, more and more obedient. And such a pure mind, you experience the presence of the divine. What is the qualification to experience the divine? Purity of mind. How is that mind purified? Through Karma Yoga. What happens in Karma Yoga? You do things which are pleasing to the Lord. You don't do things which are displeasing to the Lord. And then the relationship develops. Purity comes. Intimate relationship, and in that intimate relationship you start experiencing the presence of the divine, and in that pure mind you start intuitively seeing higher truths about life. You have reached level 7, level 8 will be seen. You have reached level 8, level 9 will be seen. At level 7 you will not see level 9. Every time you go higher, that more purified mind will be given more responsibility. Suddenly you see something higher. You are able to see that higher because you are qualified to see that higher. And what is the qualification? Purity of mind. This is how we go, evolve, higher. Higher, higher. Now suppose you are in level 9 and you do something which is fit only to level 8. Then what will happen? Guilt. Once upon a time you were doing it comfortably. When you were in level 8, you could do things of level 8 comfortably without having any guilt. But suppose you have reached level 9, then when you are doing the things of level 8, what will happen? There is guilt. Whatever peace. Remember, level 9 will have more happiness. Level 8 is less happiness. Level 7 is even less happiness. So the moment you come down, then joy decreases. Because you have compromised with higher value. Every time you compromise with higher value, punishment is given to you. What is the punishment? Absence of joy, presence of guilt. That's the punishment. It is like the Lord saying, hey, how did you do it? But then you cannot say, Lord, that fellow is doing it. He is a little child. You are a grown-up boy. We tell our children also the same thing, isn't it? Grown-up ones have greater responsibility. Toddlers, they don't have any responsibility. They do anything, it is forgiven. But once you grow up, then you have a greater responsibility, isn't it? The elder brother, younger brother. The elder brother does something wrong against younger brother. Mother will scold whom? The elder one. You are a grown-up fellow. You are a little child. In the same way, in this path of spirituality also there are so many levels. Once you reach the higher level, you are not supposed to behave according to the lower level. You see, then and there, Bhagavan will punish you. And what is the way of punishment? He doesn't need police, law and all that. In the higher levels of spirituality, it is not the police, the court, which is punishing you. What is the punishment? That bliss, that peace, that fulfillment, that contentment, that clarity. Everything goes away. That is a punishment. For the gross people, outer world is necessary to punish them. Police, court and all that. But as you evolve spiritually, then that punishment is subtler punishment, finer ones. It comes in the form of disturbance of mind. Grosser people, they are not even able to detect that disturbance. But evolved people, for them, that peace of mind is everything. So that mind becomes finer and finer, purer and purer. That instrument becomes so divine that any compromise is immediately reflected as a disturbance. Spiritually evolved people, what is the greatest treasure for them? That peace, that connectivity. That connectivity with the divine, that is the greatest wealth. So their effort is to make that connection even better. That communion with God, that attunement with God, their entire effort is to make this relationship more intense, strong. That is called as yajna bhava. So perform your duties, performing it as best as you can, perform it as a worship of God. And now there are certain situations where you don't have to do anything. Things are happening to you. Then what should be the attitude? Ishvara prasada buddhi. You are not doing anything. Things are happening to you based on your past karmas. There what should be the attitude? Cheerful acceptance of choiceless situations. Choiceless situation, you can't do anything. Cheerfully accept, not grumblingly accept. God, why me? Then that is also, protesting. Grumbling, complaining is also something against devotion. So whenever I am protesting, what does it mean? God, you don't know what is right. I know what is right. I will tell you what is right. Who are you? He is omniscient. He knows everything. You mean to say omniscient God is wrong and miniscient you is right? Miniscient means alpanya. There's no system. I just made it. Bhagavan is Sarvajna, all-knowing. How can he be wrong? So therefore, when tragedies happen to us, what should be our attitude? Bhagavan, I don't know why you are doing it, but whatever you are doing is the right thing. It is for my good. At present, I am not able to accept it. Bhagavan, I am ashamed that I call you. I call me your devotee. I am ashamed that I don't like you. I shouldn't be like this, but what to do, Bhagavan? You see, this is the way devotee behaves. Cheerful acceptance of choiceless situation. This also is an expression of spiritual maturity. So there are only two situations. Situations where I can do something. Second situation where I cannot do anything. So when I can do something, do it. But with this feeling that Bhagavan, I am only an instrument, you are the doer. You are the one who is inspiring me to do everything. So literally speaking, you are the one who is doing it. In choiceful situation, be an instrument of God. In choiceless situation, accept everything cheerfully. So this way of living is called lifestyle of Karma Yoga. In this way, when we live, what happens to the mind? Mind becomes purer, 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 and a time comes when our meditation becomes very comfortable, effortless. Because in the process, you see, the lifestyle of a Karma Yogi, his likes and dislikes comes from. Because every time he is making decisions against likes and dislikes. The more and more you take decisions against likes and dislikes becomes weak. Now tell me, at the seat of meditation, what is our greatest obstacle? Our likes and dislikes. Mind means what? Mind filled with likes and dislikes. Isn't it? Wherever the mind likes, it goes. Wherever the mind dislikes, there also it goes. Because it hates that person. I don't like that person. Again it goes. Oh, I am so attached to this person. It goes. Literally speaking, mind is wandering in the fields of likes and dislikes. Karma Yoga is what? It destroys all likes and dislikes. Now, a mind which is freed from likes and dislikes, where will it go? It is quiet. It has no place to go. But at the same time, that mind is filled with love for God also. So automatically that mind easily drops the world of things being situation. It goes towards God, which is the very self in us, the consciousness in us. There is no obstruction. So then you reach to the second level. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam. This is the purpose of Karma Yoga. Now you are able to see how Bhagavan is connecting. What was the question of Arjuna? Bhagavan, if you are giving knowledge importance, why are you asking me to fight? Because through Karma Yoga, you attain the purity, and with purity you become fit for Jnana Yoga. This is how Bhagavan is answering. Tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangas samaja. Now, how is this Karma Yoga making us free from karma bandhana? So let us list down all the defects. What was the defect number 1? Limited karma, limited result, limited sukha, again you perform karma. Isn't it? That was the first one. How is a Karma Yogi free from it? His sukha is not coming from karma phala. Many times people ask this question. Not expecting the result and performing action. Is it possible? Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Perform your duties without expecting results. Whenever people are asked to tell, what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? So then they say this verse. Perform duties without expecting result. Tell me, is it possible? Performing action without expecting result, is it possible? It is an impossible philosophy. And people say, okay, no, Bhagavan has said it, maybe it is true, but it is not true in my life. So therefore it is not meant for me. You see? So please understand this, when we are performing action, of course nothing wrong in expecting results, but what is wrong is insistence upon the results. Bhagavan, this is what I plan. This is what is the possible outcome. But even if it doesn't come, it's okay. Because whatever you do is right. So what is needed is absence of insistence. What is needed is not absence of planning. See, for anything when you do, you need to plan. This can be the future outcome. Possible. But even if it doesn't come, it's okay. Now, the question is, what is the difference between a karmi and a karma yogi? Who is a karmi? The one who performs action for the result. Let us call him karmi. Who is a karma yogi? The one who is performing action to please God. Karmi and a karma yogi. What is the source of joy for a karmi? Results. What is the source of joy for a karma yogi? When you please the Lord, there is a subtle joy, isn't it? That is called a spiritual joy. When you do what you are supposed to do without compromising with values, there is a subtle joy, a fulfilling joy. It is this joy which a karma yogi is seeking. So, karmi is seeking worldly joy out of worldly fulfillment of desires. A karma yogi is seeking the spiritual joy. So therefore, the first defect, karma phala, sukha, karma, that defect goes away because that sukha is actually worldly joy. He is not doing it for some worldly pleasure, worldly joy at all. Second defect, what is the second defect? Results are uncertain. Will it affect karma yogi? No, because his mind is not in the results at all. Fine, results are uncertain, so what? Whether it comes or it doesn't come, it doesn't matter. Is my Bhagavan happy? That alone matters. You see? What is the priority for a karma yogi? Not the result, but pleasing God. Now tell me, pleasing God, is it certain or uncertain? Pleasing God, is it certain or uncertain? Why? If you have not compromised, Bhagavan is pleased. There is no uncertainty there. There is only certainty. If you have compromised, certainly you will be miserable. If you are uncompromised, certainly you will be happy. There is only certainty there. So second defect also gone. There is no tension, worry. Third defect, you are not doing it desiring something, you are only doing it desiring the pleasure of God. So therefore, the concept of rebirth doesn't come. You come back to this world because there is a worldly desire to attain. But suppose there is no worldly desire, then why should you come back? Bandhana is gone. You see? Now tell me, who is more happy? Who is more prosperous? A karmi or a karma yogi? Material prosperity only we will see. Forget about spirituality. Karmi and a karma yogi. Who will be more materially prosperous? Why? You see, a karmi does his action, but even when he is doing his action, where is his mind? In the future result, isn't it? So with tension, worry, stress, anxiety, he is doing it. So what kind of karma it will be? Inferior or superior? Inferior. Any action done with a disturbed mind will be an inferior action. Inferior action can give only inferior results. What about a karma yogi? Even when he is performing, his mind is in the present. He is at his best. So naturally, action is of superior quality. If the action is superior quality, what will be the result? Superior. So even from a material standpoint, karma yogi is at a higher advantage. Karmi and a karma yogi, assuming both have the same talent, ability, qualification, a karma yogi is far advanced. Now, with respect to peace of mind, who is at a better state, karmi or a karma yogi? Karma yogi is not worrying about the result. Naturally, his mind is at peace. So, before performing action, mind is at peace. While performing action, mind is at peace. After getting results, mind is at peace. All the time, mind is at peace. Whereas a karmi, before performing, he is tensed up. While performing, he is messed up. And after getting result, whirlwind or whirlpool. Whatever it is, he is fully disturbed. You see? Karma yogi is spiritually at a higher advantage. Materially also, he is at a higher advantage. You just can't compare. Now, another thing I'll tell you. Suppose a person is working for his family and he falls sick. Who has to take care of his family? Who has to take care of him? The family will have to take care, isn't it? He is working hard and then he fell sick. Now the family members have to take care of him. A person, he is in the police. Who has to supply all the arms and ammunition, etc.? Government, because he is working for the government, isn't it? When you are working for the government will have to take care of you. Suppose you are working for God, who has to take care of you? Now, can there be a better insurance? The Lord takes care of you. Omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent Lord takes care of you. What else do you want? Yoga kshemam vahamyaham ananyas chintayanto mam ye janam paryupasate tesham nityabhyuktana yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Bhagavan says, this fellow is working for me. Therefore, I will have to take care of his welfare and well-being. That is why karma yogi by all means is far better than a karmi. More of it we will see in the evening. So, Arati? Arati in the evening. Okay.
I did say before.
Doesn't matter. Next, we will see what are the duties. You see, what are the 4 principles of Karma Yoga? First one, do your duties. Second one, do it as best as you can. Third one, do it as a worship of God. Fourth one, accept the results as a prasad from God. So now the first question is, what are my duties? So those duties we will see in the evening. Right. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
There's one question, everybody has one question. No questions. I'll let you know how it's going. So I'll take it back in Chicago. So there'll be some boxes.